are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. Weeks of additional practice and prep for bowl games not only can set the tone for what we're going to see in this game, but for what might be in store next season as well. As we'll see, the Uconn Huskies taking on a team from the SEC, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up and get this bowl game underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Connecticut's offense takes the field. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
Yeah, and it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Man, first play under the lights. You had all day to think about how you wanted to start the game. And this defense, exactly how they wanted to do it. Get to the quarterback and get him on the ground.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. Catch in the middle. It's Coates. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play. It's second down. You need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Makes the catch. It's Robinson. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. Uconn will have to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll field the punt and look for room. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. So the Kentucky Wildcats offense will go to work for the first time. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Breaks into the open. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming out.
You go with the option, quarterback keeps it himself, and look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. And the Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you can tell he takes advantage of it.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. It's complete to the left. Goes out of bounds on the play, and he's got him set up first and goal. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the second quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Uconn going back to work on offense. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. Snags it quickly on the left. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. Uconn quick to the line.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Blasted as he lets it go. Got his man on the right. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw it. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. This Uconn offense really has it going.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run. The Huskies come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Third down play from the gun. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on third and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away, forced the incompletion.
And the Huskies will try to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, first down and more. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing, an easy conversion for this offense.
How many times do you see receivers catch the ball and dance and you get so annoyed because you're like, dude, do you see the yellow?
Turning it on! Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. The Huskies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Caught near the sticks. It's Coffee. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Uconn! Looking for the tie with the extra point.
quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Firing to the right, complete. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. 1st and 10 coming up. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. On 1st down, here comes this offense. He's looking to pass. Here's a heat. Makes the catch. No chance to run, but still a good game. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Trying to make magic with his feet. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely.
That's the danger as a defense when you play man coverage, is that if the quarterback decides to scramble, there may not be anybody there to make a tackle right away. You obviously want to take care of everything on the back end, and with these receivers, you got to get them locked down. But if you're the D coordinator here, you got to be more selective with your coverage and mix it up, because man coverage against a scrambling quarterback can hurt you.
The Wildcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that 1st down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
Here comes Kentucky after picking up that 1st down. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the 2nd half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Misses again, it's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Caught near the sticks, it's Coffee. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. From inside the 40 at the 37, it's 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unleashes one deep. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on 1st down and just about turned the thing over.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
That's caught. It's Robinson. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Got it in the middle, it's Robinson. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Going to work on second down in the red zone and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He'll set up to throw. Touchdown, Huskies! Fit it in the window for the score.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
He's going to fire deep. He can't haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters of football there today in Vegas. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today.
Uconn has it teed up to start this second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. And they're trailing on the scoreboard right now, but they are very much in the mix to finish this season with a bowl win.
Yeah, and I think you look at bowl games, sometimes there's a little bit of rust in the first half. That's what you talk about at halftime. Now, we get the ball, we're down. Let's go make a statement to start this second half. We're here, we're ready, we're going to do some damage.
And here's the thing, they're in this bowl game because they're explosive on offense. It takes only one play. There's still lots of football left to be played. If they get this confidence going, they get into
Oh, he's got some space. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this data, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
And the Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
They'll go back to the air on second down. Snagged out of the air. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. The Uconn offense goes back to work. They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
The play-action fake. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. You still get a pass breakup, but man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football, but secure that big fella and get the 6. Get the pick 6.
Under fire. Shakes off the defender. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Uconn will have to punt it away. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Past the 1st down marker and still running. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. Man, oh man, contact was optional. It was like the back was engaging in a lot of social distancing or something.
Yeah, that was way too easy. Defenses is about funneling the ball to the unblocked defender. You could tell they didn't have a clue what was going on. They got to get the ball turned. You can't let him run north-south and try to get him downhill like that, especially with that kind of speed.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. That's the end of the period, and Uconn has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Kentucky.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
The extra point is up and good, and we are tied up in the 4th. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Uconn going back to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They'll give it to the back. Powers through the defender. Got enough for the first. He's out of bounds a little bit short of the 40-yard line. Let's mark it at the 38, and the running game doing work.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the 1st down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Back to pass on second down. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He's going to take off. Smart move to get down with the slide. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. That took every ounce of leg strength he had to sneak that one into the left corner. And they've regained the lead.
And how about that in the fourth quarter, and you need your kicker to execute a bomb to take the lead. You trust him, and he absolutely delivers.
Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Got room at the 35. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Looking downfield on first down. Breaks the grab. And he'll be brought down.
Plays are going to break down, but that never seems to affect this quarterback. He's so athletic and so fast. He's able to avoid the pass rush, get himself on the perimeter, and now he's just using his God-given ability and his arm talent to make big-time throws.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right at the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
Might as well give it to him again. Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Spits it out to the back. Grabs it in the middle. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
That is just what this offense needed, man. A big play down the field, trying to score a touchdown, trying to take the lead late in this football game, but now they don't have to go super fast. They don't have to rush. Great play by this offense.
And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the fourth quarter, that ramps up the pressure. And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on first down. They'll try it again from the 1 on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Wildcats! They move on top here in the fourth.
This is an offense that has so much confidence. They believe they're able to win the game when it matters the most. They've got the playmakers to do it. You saw it on that last touchdown. Now taking the lead with less than 2 minutes to go.
And he's going to try to return this one. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Wants to go up top on first down. Runs through the tackle. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Going to swing it on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Robinson. There he goes. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. That's reeled in. It's Robinson. They immediately call timeout, trying to reserve every second they can to try to rally here late. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Quick completion on the out. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Unloads to the right. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end.